Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and welcome to Win 2 Live, where I show you games that run well on this little guy right here, the GPD Win 2, which, of course, is a tiny, itty-bitty little Windows 10 gaming handheld. You can see more about that thing on some of my other videos, but today we're going to see how it plays Airheart. I'm going to read their description because it's kind of a hard game to describe, really, without their description. Airheart is a diesel punk airplane action roguelike game. Whew! Where every colorful level is built on top of the previous one, all the way up to the stratosphere. Welcome to Granaria, a flying city in the clouds. Meet Amelia, a young pilot and fisherwoman wishing to reach the abundant world's edge. It explains the story. It might not explain the game very well. It's a twin-stick shooter. It is a playing game. It is a roguelite. It is a little bit of other stuff too, because there's some crafting as well. Let's just get started playing it. It'll make a little bit more sense. And you'll probably see why I like it so much, because this game is pretty weird. Alright, first thing, let's take a look at the display options. You'll notice that I have things set pretty high, and it seems to run fine. So I have not been changing much of anything. It pretty much auto-detected this. And it looks good. Really great on the screen. I mean, I realize this is bigger than the actual screen unless you're watching it in a postage stamp. So it does look pretty darn good. Let's hit continue here. I'll continue with my game. Like many roguelites, you will lose progress if you die. Now, it does have a system where you can rescue some of your loot, which is a good idea because honestly, you really depend on these upgrades to get higher and higher up. But when you die, you basically crash. And then you try to land yourself as near to your home island as possible and rescue some of your stuff. But sometimes you lose stuff that you just got. And it loves to do that to you. If you just get something great, I guarantee you on your first flight, you're going to crash and lose it. But anyway, that's just a personal pet peeve. Let's go in the hangar. These are all the shells and weapons I have available right now. I have a wing with 2 weapon mounts on it. You start with 1. There's just all sorts of different upgrades that give you different features, such as boost, which will make you fly much faster. But you can fly faster in general. A tougher cockpit. That's what I'm running right now. Just a little bit of everything. Oh, also I have a fishing detector, which is pretty darn useful because you catch fish. Abercrombie and Fitch. You like the fish? You catch fish to make money, and that's kind of a big deal. Alright, but before we get going, I want to show you this. This is the workbench, and this is where so much of the good stuff goes on. This is the crafting system, and I'm just going to craft a couple things for you real quick just to show you the idea. I'm not going to get too deep into it because it does have a pretty decent crafting system, but let's say I want to make a metal box. The metal box in and of itself, there we go, I've got a metal box, isn't very useful, but that metal box can be built upon other items to make weapons, wings, shells for your airplane, and new engines. It's a pretty cool system. If you look at the bottom, do I have anything new? Yeah, alright. I've got something new. And you will see that I know it takes 4 crafting spaces. So here's how you guess out new crafting items. And this is really pretty neat. I have not seen this crafting system before. Let me know if you've seen it somewhere else, because I really do like this system of crafting. Alright, so we're going to make I'm going to try and make some shells, or else I'll make that other thing to the right that I'm not 100% sure what it is. You'll notice they say new. Okay, so I know that the second new thing, that's the second from the right end, it does use 1 piece of scrap metal. So I am going to go to that scrap metal. And I know that because you can see down at the bottom there's a little gray circle, and that indicates that I have 1 hit on that item. So the other 3 are miss. So next, I'm going to go to ammo cases, and I'm going to assume it's one of these. Now, I know I'm not going to instantly get it right now, but I think that's a machine. One of the things is the colors don't exactly line up, so that might be a mechanism. And let's just try this. And we might not be able to suss this out, although we should be able to, because I'm pretty sure it only shows you stuff that you can make with the parts at hand. I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay, so now we need a frame. There we go. We've sussed out 2 pieces of it. I know it seems like kind of a long process, but I'm talking in between it. All right, so now we are going to go back, and it's got 2 more pieces. Oop, crud. Frame. There we go. And B. I don't want to remove anything. Let's see. Try this. See, this is the puzzling part. Is it a weapon? It looks like it. I don't think it's a weapon. We'll try metal foil. All right. 2. Okay, 1 more piece. So it does have 1 piece of metal foil in it. What is the second thing? How about some plain armor? 2, 3. Nope. Nope. Let's try a box. Really now? So it might have something that I don't have made yet. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have it. That figures. Sometimes a picture will kind of give you a hint of what you need, but there we go. Got it. Success! We now have a plain wing foil. That was very exciting. Oh, but I didn't get that one thing, did I? Oh, no, it's not new anymore. So I've still got it on there, but all right, there we go. And that was crafting. Oh, hey, one more thing on the workbench. Let's look at something I've already made in the past. Oops. Come on, workbench. That was hard, man. Okay, so we've got this heavy encasing. I can hit Y to craft it again. It will automatically pull up the things that I need and craft it. There we go. I've got that. And now craft again. So once you get something crafted, you can keep crafting it faster and faster. So that is, it isn't as hard as I kind of made it look there, because once it's there, you know, it's always there. All right, final thing in this menu is the shop. And in the shop, you can buy your various parts if you don't feel like crafting them. It is an expensive proposition because you have to earn enough fish to purchase this stuff. So it's a little cheaper to go crafting, although it does cost you money. And by the way, the materials for crafting, of course, are picked up in-game by shooting enemies or sometimes just collecting them randomly. And I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so we've got the shop, we got the workbench. Here, of course, is the hangar. I showed you this. This is where you choose your parts. But finally, to play the game, you hit launch. Let's launch and try it. Here we go. All right, so right and left and up and down steer your plane. The right stick fires your guns. It aims your guns, and pulling the right trigger, of course, fires your guns. Now, if I fire the left trigger, you'll see, wait, there we go. Oops. I've got a harpoon, and it will pick up fish. Now, you can just run into them, too. This will work. but they tend to be fast. It's a little bit harder. But another trick you can do is, and we don't have much in the way of enemy planes here, but if you have a fast flying enemy plane, God, I'm tearing my plane up. You can harpoon it and bring it closer to you, kind of like Mortal Kombat, which is actually a pretty cool mechanic. Look at this fish going. Oh, another thing to note: if you capture something big with your harpoon, it can hit you and damage you. So be very careful about what you harpoon. Don't hold it for too long and allow it to completely trash your plane. And there's a slight chance of that happening during this round because I'm talking, and that usually causes that kind of distraction. All right, this is how I go up a level. The final goal, of course, is to make it to the top and take down the flying whale. All right, let's start killing something, shall we? And all right, he's down, and I'm going to pick up his scrap because I want his scrap. But there can be other things that you get other than scrap. You can get the heals. And you can get other goodies as well. So, well, actually, it's pretty much scrap and heals. Oh, weapons. You can temporarily pick up weapons, too. That's another thing you can pick up. And here's a blimp. By the way, there are enemy blimps, so watch out for them. They're pretty dangerous. There's one on the fourth. There's one on the fourth level. We won't see it because I've already taken it down. It's kind of like a boss that caps that level. Oh shoot! I accidentally hit the blimp. Another thing: accidentally hitting friendlies will cause the police to show up. Don't do it if you can avoid it. See, they're on me right now. Okay, so some other things. He's really tearing me up too. Get out of here. You can send him back to the grave. Or back down. Yeah, sorry about that. I really didn't mean to tear him up. Alright, so a couple things. The blue... come on. The blue circle around me... I get really mad when I hit other planes. The blue circle around me, that is my armor. Once my armor goes to 0, I will crash. You can, instead of crashing uncontrollably, which is not a wise decision because you'll lose parts, you can force yourself down by pressing the D-pad down. And you totally want to use that when you get low on armor, because if you successfully land yourself, you won't lose anything. That is good. That's how you pick up new goodies to go fly again. Alright, now let's see if I can find... Yeah, I'll stay away from you, dude. Let's see if I can find the exit here. There should be... There we go. Cops again. Darn it. There should be an exit around here, and there's an indicator that will show up next to your plane where the exit is. I would like to make it up another level. If this dang cop would let me. Come on! Get out of here! Oh, jeez, I just hit another enemy. Or another friendly. Okay, let's just go up. There we go. Now you can escape it. Don't forget, you absolutely need to pick up these fish and get oil as well. Ooh, missiles. That is how you get money. And you want money. Oh yeah, here we go. This is one you might want to know. Every once in a while there's some hidden goodies. Pick up this oil, that's money. You really want to get that. There, got him. And if I'm paying more attention to the game than I usually do while I'm talking, it's because I really, really don't want to lose any of my parts. I definitely will force myself down if I get a chance before I crash. I'm hoping to find... I should be able to find some heals around here somewhere. And that would be very helpful. So anyway, there is a fish radar. You notice that you'll see fish every once in a while on the edge. That is a feature of the particular frame I'm flying. Oh, shoot, that's it. I'm probably going to have to land this sucker. Yeah, Too bad. Okay, we're going down. I'm not losing. I'm not losing parts. My parts are hard earned. And that is the thing about this game. Parts are hard earned. Here we go. I got some goodies. So I got about $92 to spend. I also picked up some cargo for doing some crafting. And I'm going to continue here, go back in the hangar, and we will launch again. I'd like to just do one more run here real quick. And this is basically the bulk of the game. You sit here trying to do runs, trying to get higher and higher up. Obviously, I've been quite a bit higher than I was, but like any other roguelike game, sometimes you just get bad luck. I mean, I just was unable to find any heal. I accidentally hit a couple of good guys on that round, and that cost me some because I had to go back for repairs, and that's just how it goes sometimes on some runs. But at least I didn't crash and die. All right, so there's a heal right there, which I could have used the entire last game. There we go. So I picked it up, and I'm fully healed. Oh, I almost harpooned him. I was trying. All right, so let's see if we can find. All right, so you see that indicator on the side of the screen? There we go. Let's go up to the 3rd floor. Sometimes it's hard to find it among all the fish. You can fly in between these islands too. Every once in a while, you will also see a tree that looks like it's glowing. Go in there, because usually there's some stuff. Actually, there will definitely be some stuff. There's one right there. Ooh, get away from me, dude. Here we go. There's a heal. Again, everything I could have used the last round is here this round, and that's just how it goes sometimes. There's a cop. I don't think he's after me, though. I haven't done anything wrong. Do you know why I shot at you? Nope. Sorry, officer, I don't. Not aware. I wasn't doing nothing. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, it went in a rock. This is a problem, so I don't think I can get it. Oh, I did. Oh, I towed it out. That's sweet. Huh. That's another thing. Every once in a while, you think up something, and you're kind of surprised that it works. This game's pretty well implemented. Here we go. And goodies. Oh, there we go. There's a hangar up there. Up another floor. We're on the 4th. I'm a mostly spend this time now. I really should be catching more of these because the fish population is pretty good up here. Note that the fish population does deplete. So if I fish the heck out of an area, there will be less fish there for a while. The good news is they do replenish over time. You'll actually see them growing up. It's kind of neat. Alright, so I'm pretty well shot up. We are going to make it up there, though. Now, usually, or before I kill them, there's a giant blimp around there spawning a whole bunch of enemies. And he's just insane to kill, but I did manage to get him. Especially early on, I would imagine he's really hard to do. Okay, we're not going to stay a lot of time on this particular part of the level. It is pretty hard, and I stand a pretty good chance of crashing, so I don't want to crash. You really, in this game, you really calculate your chances of crashing a lot, because you really don't want to do it. All right, so I saw something cool over there. And there we go. There's an enemy. That's not an enemy blimp, but it's a large enemy plane. One thing I can do is, I'm going to zoom over here. I can pull his guns off. Watch this. I just pulled his gun off. And that, of course, makes him defenseless in that area. So it's a good spot to attack from him. Boom. Look at that. I got one stupid heal out of it. Rats. But sometimes you get some pretty awesome stuff. Blimps give you a whole bunch of oil, which is really nice. Come on! Oh, you jerk. There we go. There we go. Oh, I just got a weapon pickup here. This is the harpoon, and I think, no, it's not the harpoon. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like a railgun. And it's pretty powerful. The only problem is you only really get one shot with it at a time. So, there we go. All right, so I am pretty heavily hit. I am going to go down now at this point because I do not want to lose anything. Whee! Oh. Dude, oh, by the way, don't hit anything on the way down. It will damage your plane. It can destroy your plane. And that's bad. There we go. I made it down. Safely returned home. So that is it. So the verdict on Airheart. Here we go. I love the graphical style. I think it looks really great. It's a weird, quirky game. I like the mechanics, especially the crafting. It's a system I haven't seen before, and I really do like that. The control of the game is really quite good. The sound effects match the game very well. I mean, they're good. They're not, anything super special, but they are very good. As is the soundtrack. All in all, a pretty amazing game. This thing's available for $15 on Steam, and honestly, I think that's pretty cheap. Especially considering other roguelikes in the same price range. I think it's far and above most $15 ones. I was kind of expecting it to be a $20 game, to be honest with you. Of course, I didn't pay for it because they gave it to me for review because, I'm just so cool. Anyway, I definitely would have bought this anyway. If they wouldn't have sent it, if they wouldn't have sent me a review key, I definitely would have bought the game anyway in the course of time. So, pretty good game. Gets a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Also, if there's anything else you want to see on the GPD Win 2, write it down below in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
Retro Rocks Gaming Videos.